Hey everybody, and welcome back to Star Fox 64. This is going to be the final update, and we're going to finish up the game. We've already seen a majority of these levels here, but now on to Sector Z.
The enemy army is gunning for you. Be careful.
Don't worry, sir.
Good luck.
So this is Sector Z, like I said. This level is just okay. Fortunately, the next level is a lot better, Area 6. It's probably my second favorite level of the game.
Enemy approaching from the left.
And the second Venom is actually pretty cool. I like it better than the first Venom,
We'll gladly take this one.
but both Venoms are pretty good levels in my opinion. But just a little about this level. This is another all-range level, and the object here is to protect the Great Fox,
Nice, welcome.
which is mostly going to be just a big sitting target here. But not to worry, these little ships that spawned can't really do anything. I guess I tried to get some hits. I thought I could get a lot more enemies than I actually did. Looks like I only got 2.
Move it, Fox. He's right behind you.
So it's kind of a waste of a bomb, but I still have quite a few after Zonus. And,
There's one down.
alright, I guess Peppy has someone behind him but didn't say anything.
Your father helped me like that too.
But I guess he was in danger, so that's kind of interesting. But let's just save Slippy, because he had 2 guys behind him. And also Falco.
Gee, I've been saved by Fox. How's
You know,
it well?
communication is kind of important. If someone's following you, you should probably say something about it. I mean, they don't waste any time telling you there's someone behind you. But whatever. Looks like I've killed most of the enemies that spawned in this early part of the level, but like all the other long range, or all range rather, levels, something else goes down. That's a big old missile.
6 missiles coming from the left.
And we gotta shoot down 6 of them.
Missile 1 is heading for Great Fox.
Fortunately, this first wave, there's only 1 missile.
Here it comes.
The second wave, there will be 2 missiles, and the third wave, there will be 3. They all come from this way, which is kind of annoying. I would kind of rather have it to where you have slightly longer to hit them,
Down.
and they come from different ways. Because that would, I don't know, that just seems like it would be better. When there's 3 of them, it's kind of hard to hit all of them. In one pass, you oftentimes hit the boundary and have to make a U-turn. Which is a little frustrating because they do start outside the boundaries, so as you're flying towards them, because obviously I'm just flying around doing nothing really right now, as you fly towards them, they'll still be out of bounds, and
Missile 2
you actually sometimes make a U-turn before you can even really do much to them. And your wingmates can steal a lot of points from you. Each missile gives you, I think, 11 points. It gives you 1 point plus an extra 10. And it's very easy for your wingmates to actually get the final hit on a missile.
Missile approaching. Distance.
So there's 2 examples of what I was just talking about. For one thing, I hit the boundary and had to make a U-turn, and then Slippy or somebody stole the kill. So that's 11 points I'm out, which makes getting the medal on this level kind of difficult.
Are you gonna hug all the fun?
And just like in
Can't you go bother someone else?
Solar, which was after Katina,
Let me help you out.
Kat, who kind of helped us out in Zonus, comes to help us out here. Which is an okay touch, I guess, but I think Kat's kind of annoying, and she doesn't really do too much except fly around and steal points from you. Because in this level, she does steal points from you. Whereas in Zonus, I believe, at least the searchlights she shoots down give you the points still. But you need 100 points to get the medal for this level. And so with all the missiles, you'll get 66 points. If you get all the hits, then you just gotta shoot, I guess, 34 other things. But like I said, it's actually pretty easy for people to steal your points.
Missile approaching. Distance.
I think 1 or 2 more might actually get stolen from me here.
Beautiful. I could
Because, let's see, I got 1 of them. Making a U-turn, and
Distance.
yeah, they definitely just blew one up. And
One missile down.
oh god, they blew up half of the missiles. That's kind of awful. I don't even think I shot at one of those missiles. They just kind of took it all down by themselves somehow. But whatever.
You owe me, Falco.
We've finished this level.
You're on your own. Good luck,
And we
Layman.
managed to defend the Great Fox. If one of the missiles were to get through, Great Fox would, I think, be destroyed, and it would kick us to the Bolt's defense outpost, meaning that we would have to take easy venom. But this level isn't too difficult to, or it's not too easy to fail, actually.
Great Fox is okay. That was a close call.
Not really.
We've got the bad guys on the run.
And not really, not yet. That's in the next level.
Worry? Whoopi's here.
And once again, that's not a cause to not worry. So we only got 60 points. If you're going for a high score run, you're not going to go to this level. You'll instead be going some route that contains Macbeth, because that level gives you a lot more points. But anyway, we're done with that kind of boring level. That's one of my least favorite levels, but this is, like I said, my second favorite level, Area 6.
It's almost over. We're in your debt. Come back in one piece, Fox.
Will do, General.
Good luck.
I really like this cutscene that plays right here, too.
Came in here. No problems. Do you copy? Emergency maneuvers!
Dang, that guy got destroyed.
Too late. Game over, pal.
I just think that's so cool, like, it's just a normal day, nothing's wrong, and then Star Fox comes and messes your day up.
Entering Venom Air Defense Zone.
So this level is,
Everybody stay alert.
like it says, kind of like a defense zone. They keep most of their spare fleet here, I guess, and some other goodies here and there. And you can get a lot of points here. We're like not even 10 seconds into the level, I'm already at 50 points. This level has the highest point value for how many points you need for the medal. You need a whopping 300 points to get the medal here. I've only ever done it once, I think. I did it like a couple weeks ago when I first played this game, before doing this LP. Well, first time in years playing it, since before doing this LP. And I think I only barely got it. I think I was at like 302 points or something. But this level's really cool. There's a lot of stuff always going on. And for the first time in the game, Great Fox actually does something. Usually the call that gives you supplies gives you some Great Fox lasers, which are good at taking out these really, really big ship enemies.
Shoot them down. We're being marked.
And it's kind of like the Armada levels in Star Fox on the Super Nintendo, where there's some really, really big targets you can take down, and it just makes you feel like you're a lot stronger or whatever. Has a real epic space battle feel to it.
Not yet, sir.
And this happens several times throughout the level. Peppy is once again in trouble with missiles. But this time it's pretty easy to keep him from taking too much damage. And, alright, time for... Ooh. Yeah. They make you think you're going to get some kind of goodies from this. Great Fox is going to net you a lot more points. But instead Andross trash talks you. Just like in Venom 1. And I think this is the part, yeah, this is the part where the butterflies respawn up until a certain point, so if you can kill them really quickly, you can net a lot of points pretty fast. And I think I get him. Eventually he'll just like fly. Yeah, I didn't get him, sadly. Those butterflies are nice. They're kind of hard to hit sometimes though, as you just saw. So like I said, you can get a lot of points at this level. As you can tell, I'm only barely halfway, and I'm sitting at over 180 points.
We're gonna break through that
And I'm about to cross 200. The high score that I know of for this level is somewhere in the 690s. As far as I know, no one has ever broken 700 points on this level.
Great Fox will cover you.
I like this part right here where all the ships come together and just destroy these battleships. That's a really nice touch, I really like that. But as far as I know, no one has ever hit 700 points on this level. But the high score is so close that everyone keeps trying and thinking it might be possible. but so far not yet. And unfortunately, Slippy just ate it. That's going to be kind of problematic for the next level, and I'll explain why when we get there. Because I don't think I really touched on it on... Well, I'll discuss it when we get there. But we're almost done with this level, and don't think I'm going to get the points. No, I'm going to be just a little bit off, sadly. Oh well. So that level's pretty long, but really fun. There's always a lot of stuff going on. Unfortunately, I think the boss is maybe one of the weakest points of the level, because it is kind of a cool boss. It just kind of takes a lot longer than I feel it should. And there's a lot of little intricacies to this boss, but the basic idea is you want to destroy those energy balls that are on the inside and then shoot the core after that. This boss phases in and out of this dimension, visibility, something, I guess. But for the first part, you just want to hit those little arms or whatever that come out of it. And when you do that, the first time, always, it's kind of scripted. It will just do this attack where it just spins and shoots a lot of missile ship things at you, which can give you health if you're in a pinch. I'm looking pretty good though, so I don't think I'm really going to need them. But it goes on for quite a while. Another one of those things that's kind of like, it's just a bit longer than I would like. And here once again, you just shoot the energy balls, but you can only damage it up to a certain point. If you could see its health bar, you could see this illustrated more clearly, but unfortunately Slippy died. And just more of the same, just hit the arms, or the tentacles rather. Okay, before it was missiles, now it's ships. These arms can be really annoying to hit, and sometimes you can hit them as they launch towards you, but other times you can't. I got lucky there, and hopefully, yeah, there we go. And unfortunately now, when you think, okay, now I can damage this boss a lot, it charges up its super laser, which looks really cool, but it's just kind of long, and you can just fly into the corner and dodge it, and get this neat little light show, which I like. And now, finally, we can fully damage this boss. But the energy balls kind of move pretty quickly, they change direction, and the ship kind of tends to fly around a little bit, and I'm having great trouble right here. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill it. No, unfortunately, we're going to have to wait one more cycle. Most of the time, if you're good, oh god, I got hit. Most of the time, if you're good, you should be able to end the fight right there. I mashed as hard as I could. I guess it just wasn't enough. That's a hard life lesson. Sometimes your best just isn't good enough. And I think we're gonna have to wait for it to charge its laser one more time. Yeah. So just bear with me as we're ending this fight. It's probably like 2 hits away from death. Once again, just fly into the corner. Enjoy the pink nightmare. And let's do this. And, well, at least I got, yeah. It was like 2 hits away. I think that would have been even sadder if I had enough points to get the medal, or I would have had I got the full points, but I only got half points for that boss. That would have been tragic. But, I mean, the boss being just slightly lame is, not enough to make me feel this is one of the best levels in the game. Honestly, if more levels were like this would, I don't know, be an even better game in my eyes, because this game is already one of my favorites, but if every level was as intense or whatever, that would be a, true A+ title. And we're on to Venom again.
Say your prayers, Andross.
Like I said, this is going to be a completely different level, and we meet Starwolf again. And I did the thing where I just hit start right when their cutscene started, so I can fly around and get some hits in before they come down and are fully. Yeah, see, Andrew's taking some hits already. This fight differs. It's pretty much the same fight, except now they actively use barrel rolls and dodge out of your way a lot better than they did, because they were a pretty easy fight on
You're
Ficina,
not welcome here.
but currently they're kind of tough.
Take care of the guy
And like I
behind
said,
me,
the
boss.
fact that Slippy is dead is kind of going to add a little bit of difficulty to this fight, because usually every member of Star Wolf has a member of Star Fox that they go for. Well, since Slippy is dead, Andrew doesn't really have anyone to go for, so he's going to target me along with Wolf, which is going to make this pretty annoying. It's really good that I have... Okay, well, at least I got Pygmy down. And these enemies give you the highest point value of any enemy in the game. They each, if you kill them quickly enough, they give you 50 points, or 51 rather. 1 plus 50. But dying here and starting over with one laser can be almost a run-ender, because this is very difficult with just your basic laser. And having two ships going for you is going to make this a pretty challenging fight overall. So we'll see how I can do. A little low on health here.
You're not welcome
Could go for a
here.
couple gold rings, which would be really nice. And I'm starting to get the little you're low on health noise playing. Alright, there's one gold ring. If I can find one more, I should be... Oh god. Should be sitting good. Oh god. Two ships ran into me.
Sending supplies.
This is kind of stressful, actually.
No way.
And I don't even know how I got Wolf. I guess somebody else did, because I didn't get any points for that.
One more to go.
One of my crewmates really likes me. And fortunately I got one of those super rings, which filled up my health quite a bit. So I should be good for the rest of the
Give
fight.
it up. You can't win.
And Andrew is just a few hits away. Man, I don't know if I've ever had one of my shipmates steal a kill from me on this level. You need 200 points for Venom to get the medal. I don't know if I mentioned that on Venom 1, but this is generally the path you want to take to get the medal, because just in killing all 4 members of Star Wolf pretty quickly, you'll get over 200 points. And then of course there's Andross to worry about.
You're not welcome here.
And in just a few shots... Okay, I thought it was going to end there. Yeah, their ships are a lot better here. Like I said, they can be kind of hard to hit sometimes. And, you know, couple that with the fact that they actively use barrel rolls now. And when it's just one that's targeting you, it's pretty annoying, just because they're constantly flying in a circle as you are to try to get behind you, and you're trying to get behind them, so you just kind of never really see each other. Probably going to get a point reduction for Andrew. I like how, like, they were so anxious to help out with killing Wolf, and now they're just flying around on the opposite end of the map for Andrew. And I don't know what I was really trying there. I think I was trying to get him closer to me so I can...
You're not welcome here.
Yeah, that actually worked out really well, except he immediately goes and does a somersault, which they can also do now, making this fight even longer and harder. Oh, yikes. Alright, that was just silly. Well, I killed him, but I also broke a wing,
I'll go it alone from here.
which means I'm going to be going into the final boss with single lasers.
Fuck!
Unless they gave me a free wing repair, which I think they might. And as always, there are power-ups leading to the final boss. And yeah, I got not many points for Andrew. I think I only got 20 points for him. That's kind of sad.
I've been waiting for you.
I hear a wing thing. I don't see it.
You know that I
Okay, there's a wing repair. And unlike the other Venom approach, you can kind of pick your path, and there's set power-ups on each way. And I definitely don't remember which way to go to get good power-ups. Hopefully I can get more than just one bomb. And no, that was bad. I'm gonna kill myself. Kind of funny, I went this whole LP without any kind of death or any kind of real trouble. And I just kill myself because I didn't like the power-ups I got.
been waiting for you, Star
Alright, I'm gonna take a completely different way this time.
You know that I
Oh, okay, and that double laser was a wing repair before.
It's foolish to come against
So yeah, so I
me
sacrificed getting double lasers for repairing my wing, which is kind of unfortunate.
now.
Kind of sucks that that happened pretty much after I killed Andrew. But I'm going to go the other way this time, and, oh, 2 bombs and double lasers is a lot better than what I had. So here we go. Here is Andross again, and the fight is, you know, it's pretty much the same from the easy path. So just bear with me as I shoot his eyes, then shoot his hands, then shoot his eyes, then shoot his hands. Yeah, this fight is... I don't think anything changes for this part between the easy path and this path. But, you know, as always, I wish I had blue lasers, which would make it even faster, but... Oh, well that was actually kind of quick for killing that one hand. Especially with not blue lasers. Aiming at him is kind of weird, like as you kind of noticed I'm kind of jiggling the control stick back and forth to try to just center over his hand as much as I possibly can. Because as your ship moves over, it's kind of hard to, you know, keep the targeting reticule in one specific location. But this should be about it right here. Alright, now I just shoot his face a couple times. And this is where the fight ended on hard mode. Or on easy mode, rather. But, since this is the secret hard path...
Only I have the brains to rule my life.
Holy crap. That is creepy.
So, Andross, you show your true form.
There's just something really weird about the fact that he's just a big brain with eyeballs, and the eyeballs look so gross, too. They're like 2 slugs just flying around. See, look at that. It's disgusting. But the fight now goes to an all-range kind of section. And the object here is obviously to kill the brain, but the eyes give you, I think, 11 points each? Oh, 6 points each. And they're not very difficult, they just kind of fly around. Honestly, the most dangerous part about the eyes is the beam of electricity that goes from the brain to the eyes. Because you'll probably run into that more than you actually get hit by the eyes. And now for the brain, we have to go for the back part, the cerebellum, I believe it's called. And it's kind of tricky because the brain is pretty much rotating to face you at all times, but it also teleports away whenever you get close to it or shoot it anywhere else. Fortunately, you can use this to your advantage. As soon as it fades away, start kind of barrel rolling to one of the sides, and hopefully you should get 1 or 2 hits off on it before it turns to face you again. This is usually my strat for the fight, and be careful not to get caught in the spaghetti underneath him. At least that's what I call it. I've called it that since I was a kid. It does insane damage and is, I think it's almost guaranteed to break at least one of your wings. It's pretty nasty, and I'm honestly I was kind of scared for a second because I thought he was gonna, you know, get me with his spaghetti. But this fight shouldn't have too much more to it, and it's not an incredibly hard fight. Especially if you can get a pass where you get a good few hits on the lower part. And I ran into the boundary, and oh wow, that's going to turn me around right to face him. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any hits. Yeah, this fight is just kind of more of a war of attrition. Oh, there we go. More than anything.
If I go down, I'm taking you with me.
Rip Fox.
Don't ever give up, my son.
Father?
As if this game couldn't get any cooler.
Follow me, Fox.
After killing the final boss, you see, I don't even know if this is really his dad that was alive all this time, or if this is just some kind of vision, some kind of thing, but now you get a cool escape sequence, and
This way.
all you have to do is just follow James out of here, and use your boost every so often, whenever you can, because if not, you'll get killed by the flames that are behind you and catching up. And you cannot shoot James, though.
Never give up.
I always like to
Trust
try.
your instincts.
And I'm not sure if this is random every time, the way that he goes. I've never bothered to see if he does the same thing every time, or if it's actually the path that you took but in reverse. I'm not totally sure. And I don't think it is, because it feels like it's longer to get out than anything. Once you see this straight away, you know that you're pretty much done, and I like to shoot all my
I'm
bombs
so strong.
in celebration. And here we go. This is the ending of the game now. The true ending. The cool ending. The not scary Andross's face in the sky ending.
Fox, you're okay! That's our leader. What's wrong, Fox? Nothing. Nothing's wrong.
I love how none of the other people saw I love that Slippy's okay for the next level. That's kind of funny. But I love that they did it to where no one else saw James, no one else knew what was going on, and not even Fox himself is sure. Like, he probably could have followed his dad, but he didn't, if his dad was real. I don't know, it's just kind of a cool thing. And as far as I know, they never really confirm or deny if James is actually dead. It's just a cool thing all around. And, yeah, that's the game. So here's the credits, which I skipped on the easy path because why see the credits twice? Why not save it for the very end? I do like this credit sequence. Unlike most games or whatever, or at least back in the day, they give you cool stuff to look at, and the music itself is pretty good as well. Koji Kondo, right here, is a genius. He's, you know, one of the best video game composers of all time, and this game surely has really good music. But this is the thing that they did in the N64 days. They kind of made the credits a little more interesting with lots of stuff going on. You just see a lot of stuff. And there's actually going to be a scene here in a second that I'm going to shut up for. But credits like this, I kind of think back to Ocarina of Time, where you kind of see, you know, the Deku people or whatever, the Zoras, all these different people that you've saved by beating Ganon. And it just kind of shows them all celebrating and doing whatever. It's just a cool thing that, you know, some games now they went back to the old style credits just popping up on the screen. But it's just something about N64 games doing this that, I don't know, maybe it's because I was a kid and I look back on it fondly with nostalgia. But I still think it's really cool, and it's, you know, one of the few credit sequences I actually enjoy sitting through. And I believe this coming up right here in a few seconds is another scene, like I said. Yeah, first we gotta land all the way back to Corneria. At least we don't have to play the return journey, just like no enemies to fight, just like flying all the way back. Alright, here we go.
Star Fox, we are in your debt. I would be honored to have you as part of the Cornerian
Oh, no, sir. We prefer doing things our own way.
Great Fox is ready to go.
It's time for us to go now.
I like that little scene. It's kind of like, you know, we're just gonna go do our own thing and have our own adventures for a while, so to speak. No pun intended. And yeah, and they just kind of went off doing their own things, and Star Fox Adventures happened, which wasn't really that good of a game, but whatever. And then Star Fox Assault happened, which I didn't really think was that good of a game, but also whatever. And we haven't heard much about Star Fox since then. There's rumors that they're going to say something about a new Star Fox for the Wii U at E3, but who knows. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. And that's pretty much the rest of the game. The rest of the credits are pretty much just them running, and Great Fox slowly comes out of the background. So I guess I'm going to start wrapping things up. Thank you everyone who's watched this. Thank you to Future Friend for starting up the 2007 thread. I, like many others, have been enjoying it greatly. And if you like Star Fox, check out Turbo C did a Let's Play of Star Fox Assault, which I just talked about. And also, Daneru just started up a Let's Play of Star Fox 2, the unreleased game on the Super Nintendo that I mentioned in one of the early updates. So if you just can't get more Star Fox or whatever, just check them out. They're pretty good. And I believe that's just about going to wrap this up. Well, oh yeah, they still have to fly off into the distance. And we have to see if I got a high score, which I think I did. I think just going to Area 6 alone kind of guarantees a high score. But I don't know, I've played this game a lot of times, I guess we'll find out. And once again, this is pretty much where I cut to for the easy path ending, where Andross's face kind of appeared in the sky, giving children nightmares everywhere. And yeah, so once again, thanks for watching, and check out whatever project I decide to work on next. Take care. 10 years before 2007. Sweet, I did get a high score. Oh yeah, and we're mercenaries, right? What about our bill?